Here you go. Take it. I've got that loot for you.
Incredible! Magnificent! Fascinating.
You really got it! Give me that lovely thing so I can fondle her.
Such a noble instrument is just begging to celebrate art and life.
It's like it's saying, hey, with me in your hands, you'll be able to grab any wench you want.
How can you take such a fine thing and abuse it for vulgar gain?
Abuse? No, friend. Put to good use.
Can you even play it?
Ah, there's nothing to it. You only have to hold it and strum.
What's that you up there? Hey, let me see. How the hell do you hold it? Ah. Oh, Anna has tiny tits, like a pair of cherry pits. Uh-oh.
Christ, no!
The idiot broke the strings!
What are you doing, you idiot? Do you know what I had to do to get that loot?
I'm sorry, but... mate, I'll best be off now, eh?
Fuck! Shit! You fucking whoreson! Your ma should have dumped you on the manure heap the moment you were born. What's gonna happen with that loot?
Use it for firewood. It'll burn nicely with that lacquer.
What? Henry, sick him! I mean, give him what for?
Hey, why don't we all just simmer down? After all, it was an accident.
Yeah, of course it was an accident. Then I wanted to give it a stroke.
There you go. Now apologise nicely and clear off.
All right. I'm sorry. Sorry. Forget me. Forgive me. Forget it.
Now what are we supposed to do? Without strings, it's just firewood, you know?
Our dreams are shattered. The rose-tinted skies of glory are obscured by dark clouds. We'll be toiling in filth till we breathe our last.
Farewell to Kuttenberg. Farewell to you lovely city damsels.
That's no longer any concern of mine. I brought you the loot, and my job ends there. I bid you farewell.
You'd abandon your friends in their hour of need.
Run along, yokel. Go, and leave us to a fate worse than death. The fate of the poet reduced to dung grubbing.
Easy, old pal. Henry will change his mind.
Do you still need to get that loot of yours fixed?
Well,
but you'll help.
The hunter Vostatek told me once that he made some strings for someone. He can make some for us.
Vostatek? I know him. In fact, he owes me.
Really? Damn. Too bad he doesn't owe us. Who knows what he'll charge me and Michael for the strings?
Sometimes the price is just too high to pay.
Especially when you ain't got a groschen to your name.
All right. I'll go and see what he says.
All praise and glory to you. May you and all your kin be honoured for 7 generations for all you have done for us unfortunate artists.
My God, what now?
Excuse me.
Good doggy, good boy.
Hey there. I have some nice wares here. Just take your pick.
My name is Henry. Where are you travelling from, peddler?
I wouldn't call it travelling. More like fucking fleeing. Barely made it with the shirts on our backs. Oh, by the by, folks call me Mikula.
That sounds like a Hungarian raid. Was it?
How do I know who the fuck it was? One morning I see smoke billowing from the village over the hill. I wasn't going to hang around, so I grabbed Grandad, my wife and daughter, and we took off.
What about your lord? Didn't his people help you?
Our gracious lord has been in captivity somewhere in Saxony for over a year now. And who knows? Maybe it's his envious relatives involved in that nasty business. Yeah, they just don't give a shit about ordinary folk.
What do you do for a living, Mikula?
I'm a hard-working craftsman. I make candles and the best soap in the land.
The best soap?
Indeed. Do you know why, lad? Because I have a family recipe. 100 years old it is. The secret is 7 herbs from all the seasons of the year.
Are you yanking my pizzle? Who ever heard of herbs in winter?
And that, my friend, is precisely the secret.
And with wares such as those, I can ply my trade anywhere. Ha ha!
If you have anything for sale, Mikula, I'd be happy to take a look.
That's what I like to hear. Take your pick.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Very well.
Do you accept?
That sounds really interesting.
I could go for that.
Thank you, and take care.
Quick! I'm trying to get strings for a loop, and I hear you know all about that.
I do, but it ain't so straightforward. You have to sacrifice an animal for that.
You mean an altar? Candles, mysterious chanting and stuff?
Nah, nothing like that. You just have to get a sheep, find the thinnest gut, and weave strings from it. You can eat the rest.
I don't know how to gut animals.
Well, you're just gonna have to learn. Run along to the woods and bag a deer, or a few hares, eh? You won't get much of any use out of them at first, but after a bit of practice, you'll get there.
And meanwhile, I'll clear half your forest of game.
You'd have your work cut out, lad. But if you'd rather, you can always buy those guts from a butcher.
Isn't there any other way?
Look, lad, I told you what you wanted to know. I'll make lute strings for you if you bring me the sheep cut.
What did you say I need for the strings?
Guts, you giblet! Kill a sheep, open it up, gut it! Easy as pie.
Greetings to you.
What would you like?
I'm looking for a friend. He's called Capon. I'm sure you'd recognize him. In fact, you saw us both in the pillory, didn't you?
Aye, I saw you. But I ain't bothered, you know. You didn't rob me. Because if you did, I'd cut your thieving hands off on the spot.
Well... What about my friend? Have you seen him since?
He must be some friend if he's scarpered without you.
I'm sorry, but that's not your business, is it? Was he here then?
No, he weren't. But I ain't saying I don't know anything. Just that it ain't your business, lad. And don't try anything on me. My business ain't your business. If that Capon wants to see you, I'm sure he'll find you.
Show me your...
I hope you'll be satisfied, my friend. How can I help you to...
What do you have?
Word about the...
All right. Aye. Your pleasure doing business. Take care.
You silly doggy.
Quick!
I've got that sheep gut for you.
I hope you killed the poor creature before you pulled it out of its rectum. Or did you chicken out and buy it somewhere? Not that I care. Wait here a while and I'll make them strings for you. You have a kind master, huh? Much?
What are friends for if not to help each other?
Great. It's a deal. Go ahead and tell France and Vashek, too.
On girls who wash their cocks.
I got those strings for you.
Ah, how the hills shall ring out in gladness to their glorious sound.
We'll fix the loot and head off for Kuttenberg, fame and fortune. All praise to you, friend.
Right. I hope that's all you need.
If only, Henry, old pal. It's just there's still one little fuck-up. Friend, we have a problem. The innkeeper doesn't want us to leave. Says Kuttenberg isn't the place for us.
Can you imagine? He who never set foot outside his village wants to block 2 free souls in their path to fame.
And fortune.
And recognition.
And under the skirts of town maidens.
Beast. In short, dear friend, you must have a word with him. You're worldly wise. He's sure to listen more to you than to us.
Hang on. How can the innkeeper keep you from going anywhere?
Well, you know, he's incapable of grasping that the artistic soul needs to fly as free as a bird.
Aye, he's an
Ignoramus.
Besides, we owe him a bit of coin.
Well, why don't you pay him back then?
That's just it. We'd love to. We can always scrape together a few groschen.
But it's not coin he's after. He wants us to work off our debt.
He lets you two drink on credit? How so?
Because he's a damn crook.
He knows we can't pay back our debt outright, but he counts every wretched sip we take and adds it to the burden we have to shoulder.
I'll have a word with him, and we'll see what happens.
That's the spirit.
Let's drink to that! I speak from experience.
And what can I get for you?
Good day to you.
Greetings.
I hear Michael and George have run up a small debt with you.
A small debt? They owe me a whole heap of work, my friend. A month ago, I told them to dig a hole for shit behind the barn, and I'm still waiting. There's a privy there, but now it's full. The shit has nowhere to go but downhill. It's flowing down to the bathhouse. The other day, they promised that if I poured them a drink, they'd haul sacks of chaff to the barn. They boozed for free all night and swathed down sausages till they were as greasy as a cart axle. But that chaff is still out in the damp and rain.
Can't they just pay what they owe you?
This has nothing to do with the coin. Those two need to learn some responsibility. Damn their idle hands. Nothing can cure their laziness but labour.
So, haul some sacks and empty the latrine. And then the debt is paid?
Aye, but I'll bet my boots that even if those two miraculously got off their arses, they'd still manage to rack up another debt in no time.
What is it Michael and George have to do to pay off their debt?
Haul sacks of chaff to the wagon and empty the overflowing latrines. Once that's done, we'll be quits.
You're interrupting my train of thought. The miners, the...
Fellas, about those jobs you're supposed to do.
We? But, dear friend, we're artists.
Why don't you do it yourselves?
What? Surely you can't be serious.
You expect artists to grab hold of a shovel? But that's going against nature. We have to compose new songs now. Being a poet is hard work, you know.
Oh, well, I suppose I'll have to do it myself.
I knew you'd never leave us stuck.
You won't be sorry. We'll pay you back in gold for every single turd.
You have a kind master, eh, doggy? It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Doesn't it bother you? Walking around here like some animal.
Aye, it does. I didn't have a choice in the matter. Sorry. Oh, damn. This is throwing my back out. From my neck to my arse. At least it's done. Oh, good grief. What on earth are they eating to shit this out? I should have ditched those songsters ages ago.
Put some clothes on, you scoundrel.
I was just changing clothes. Right away.
If we don't do something about it soon, we'll never be.
The jobs have been done. Like you wanted.
But you did the donkey work while those two just slouched off, eh? Fuck. How is that supposed to drum the idleness out of them?
It won't. What can you do?
Nothing. The job's done, so the debt is settled, I suppose. Michael and George can go to the devil for all I care.
Thanks. I'm sure they'll be delighted.
Sooner or later, someone will wring their necks anyway. Not everyone will be as soft on them as me.
Cocks. The little wives of Kuttenberg. They love the chink of coin.
I've squared things with the innkeeper. Your debt's been settled.
Our saviour. We knew you'd support our artistic souls and save our mortal bodies.
May your name live in glory.
Your glory shall be sealed by the song we wrote for you.
Oh my God, what have you done?
Fuck yeah! For you and about you, our hero!
Definitely not going to sing those words, right?
Which words?
You know exactly
I'm
the words.
just joking. Right, you ready?
Can't tune the strings.
You've got one job. Good? Right.
When it seems you're out of luck, there's just one man who gives a fuck. A friend who'll never leave you stuck. Now who can that friend be? Well?
Ludiak?
Henry, our hero Henry, the fellow who helps his fellow man. Henry, reliable Henry, he gets the job done the best he can. Oh, oh, oh. Watch out, here we go. Oh, oh. I can't hear you in the back. When you want to string your lute and trumpet with your black drum, who will pull a sheep gut out through the creature's rectum? Oh, Henry, we thank you, Henry, the fellow who helps his fellow man. His fellow man! Henry, let's drink to Henry, he gets the job done the best he can. Yeah!
So, how did you like it?
Weren't we fantastic? I tell you, that lute really gave it a punch.
I'd say we were incomparable. Chi la dura la vince. You can't keep a good man down. The world awaits us.
Awaits us with open arms.
It was quite interesting.
Interesting?
I mean, I never heard anything like it in my life.
Ah, you want to say new? New and original?
Yeah, that's it. Definitely original. Maybe a bit too much.
Ha! I knew you'd like it.
Dear Enrico, thank you for everything. It's time for us to shake the dust of this God-forsaken place off our feet and seek our fortune in the big wide world.
Kuttenberg, here we come!
New life, here we come.
Now, hold your horses, fellas. What about my reward for everything I've done for you?
We've already paid you back, my friend.
Didn't you hear the ode we wrote about you?
Look, that's all very nice. But what about some coin?
Please, Henry, don't be so base. No gold in the world can match the luster of our velvet voices.
Just wait till that song about you makes the rounds. You'll be so famous you'll have to fend off the women with a pitchfork.
Besides, you've gained the most valuable thing in all the world. Friends.
Farewell, friend. And thanks for everything.
And
A
what
jug
can I
of
get
wine,
for you?
thanks.
My God. What? Greetings, friend.
Hey,
God be
innkeeper,
with you.
that beer.